Is there something you want that you are trying to manifest and it doesn't seem to come in? Hello, and today's insight is going to be about specifically that, right? Now, when that happens, it's generally because you're manifesting through your ego, which means that what you think, what your conscious mind thinks is the best for you is what you're trying to manifest. It's basically what manifesting through your ego is. But the thing is, for you to clearly be manifesting exactly what's best for you, you have to be manifesting from your superconscious. Okay? And your superconscious sees everything. It has a bird's eye view of what is around you. Okay? Now, this might not be what everyone wants to hear, because it's like, well, I want this. Yes, but this might not be the best one. So maybe there's something else that's coming in. But the beauty of it is if you are doing your rituals, well, like I have a ritual, okay? So in the morning and at night, I have a ritual. Now, I haven't been as great with my night ritual lately. I've basically been doing the morning ritual at night with a few tweaks. But what I generally do, okay, is that in the morning when I wake up, I thank God for allowing me to be alive. Maybe not always like right the minute I wake up. After thanking God, I read the Bible because I'm a Christian. But you can read any spiritual text that of yours, right? Then what I do is I have affirmations that I tell myself that I've written down. I start with prayer, then I move on to affirmations. Okay, so, and I also have a letter I've written myself, like a letter my future self has written to me, which the beauty in that is that things in your daily life might change, but the outcome to which you're working towards is still the same. So whatever is happening in your life, even though it seems like it's going to take you farther away from it, might be because you are thinking of it from an egoic standpoint, from a standpoint of what does your conscious mind want, not what your superconscious mind wants, because you have 3 levels to your mind, the way I've learned. Okay, so you have your conscious mind, which is the mind that your personality is with. Okay, it's the version of you that comes online when interacting with the world. Okay, then there's your subconscious mind, which has all your programming, all the stuff that you have learned throughout your life, everything that's meant to keep you safe, right? And then there's your superconscious mind, which is there, that was put in place. Well, not that it was put in place. It existed well before you did, by the way. You can say it's like your soul, that thing that connects you to the divine. Now, that only has your benefit, and your superconscious does not see anything as negative or positive. It just sees it as what it is. It's something that happened, and how you're going to get over it is how you are going to grow, right? So there's no negativity. There's only things are. How are you going to deal with them? That's it. So, in the morning, what I do is, like I said, I wake up, I thank God, then I read my Bible, then I have a couple of things I do. So I have prayers that I say. Okay, then I have a letter I wrote to myself in August of 2024. Now this letter, I'm going to have to change it and tweak it because I'm not going to change it and tweak it because it might still be relevant. It's just the moving components that I initially thought would be the components that will get me there have slightly changed, but that is perfectly fine. So then I have like affirmations. I have so many affirmations that I tell myself, like a lot. And these are on paper. Like I wrote them down. And the list keeps getting longer and longer. Then I have another prayer I say, okay, it's a little more religious in a way. Well, actually, the first one and that one would be the most religious, like, prayers I say. Then I've got some things that I remind myself. And to close it off, I pray for people, right? People I want to give, that I want God to keep safe, and so on and so forth. So that is my morning ritual. My night ritual involves, wait a minute, I'll go get it. My night ritual, okay, is kind of more diverse. So I read like daily devotionals is what they're called. They're more like spiritual texts, like little stories, little tidbits that get you on the right path, thinking positively, and so on and so forth. Then I pray. Then and I haven't been doing this for like a little while, but I visualize. I make a movie of me living the life I want to live. I have not been doing that enough. Then I've written this down. I fall asleep to the knowing that it is already mine. You should start anything that you do, let it be affirmations, reading your letter, right, or whatever, the letter you wrote to yourself. Everything, it's art. Think of it as it already being done. That's it. You don't know how. Listen, the thing is, you don't need to know how. You don't need to know. You just need to know that it is done. You don't need to know how it's done. You don't need to know when it's done. You don't need to know anything. Frankly, in that letter, I can even take out the date and it'll still be fine. That's why, right? I mentioned that I have to rewrite the letter because some things have changed and shifted. And one of the things is probably, well, maybe the date is not yet fully fully change the date, just some little tweaks here and there. But the idea is you don't know how the future is going to be created. And that is not up to you. That is up to the divine. You just put in the order and... sorry. I don't know what happened. You just put in the order and... you know? That's what I'm trying to say. It is not up to you, your conscious mind, to understand all the details. It is up to your super conscious mind to know that it's going to be done. That's it. Leave it up to that. Okay? So, is there something that you are nitpicking at and trying to reassess and think of consciously how it's going to happen that you should let go of? Ponder that.